bass louder.
Hey guys, how's it going? Everybody wants to know how they can actually lose body fat and lose that kind of belly. So there's so much advice out there, and some people can get confused. So what I've done is I've put together a presentation which is less than 5 minutes, which I believe is the main points on losing that belly fat. I hope you guys enjoy.
So today we're going to talk a little bit about calories, we're going to talk about exercise, and we're going to talk about mindset. Now, one of the most important concepts that we really need to understand is what is a calorie deficit. Now, what that basically means is you burn more calories than you consume, and this essentially leads to weight loss. How can you do this? You can either drastically reduce your daily calories, which isn't something I suggest because I don't feel that it's sustainable, or we can basically reduce your daily calories gradually and couple that with weekly exercise. So small increment drop in your calories that you eat every day, and then couple that with like regular activity during the week. That being said, some of you who are already on that journey may notice that as you get leaner or a little bit thinner, you may find it harder to lose weight. Now, why is this? And it's really because our body wants to retain the fat as a response to a defense mechanism. As it's a potential energy source that could fuel our body, it wants to keep hold of it just in case it needs to tap into these reserves. So the question is, what do? The first thing you can do is start looking at calorie consumption. What does your daily calories really contain, or what is it consisting of? Is it made up of carbohydrates and fats because you're vegetarian, for example, or does it contain good sources of protein as well? So in essence, what I want you guys to start thinking about is think about the type of food you eat in the day rather than simply the amount. The second thing is you can look at the type of exercise you're currently doing. If someone who's done loads of cardio and is running and rowing, things like that, the chances are you may have got good results, but now you may be hitting a wall. So without going into too much detail, I suggest doing 2 types of workouts. The first is known as HIIT, high intense interval training. This combines basically short periods of intense training followed by short rest periods. The second is compound exercises. These are exercises which engage 2 or more joints and therefore multiple muscles. Now, examples of this include squats. Now, it's all good when we have the knowledge, but we have to act in order to make a change. And action comes from a choice created by the mind. So the real question is, how do we get the right mindset? Now, when your current pain or situation you're in is more painful than the pain or effort required to create a change, that is when you'll shift direction. Now, what I want you guys to do is think of a time in your life where you just had to put in a lot of effort to change something. Have a think about it. And you really won't make a change when the current pain that you're in or the current situation you're in is not as painful as putting in that effort to create that change. So simply put, the importance of weight loss or losing that belly will determine whether you'll go out your way to create that change. Now, there are 2 important mindsets that will govern how important it is to you. So let's take a look. Now, the first mindset is a person who doesn't see the danger in being overweight, or simply wants to follow the media and have a six-pack as fast as possible because that means looking good. These are people, in my opinion, and remember this is my opinion, that usually fail. Not all, but usually. The other mindset are those that realize that being overweight has no benefit at all and is a sign of weakness. Weakness in the sense that you're failing your body, and if you carry on recklessly eating and putting on weight, you'll eventually pay the price and people around you have to suffer. These are people who don't see weight loss or belly fat reduction as a temporary thing. Now, Andy McKenzie is one of the best strength and conditioning coaches in UK, and he has a philosophy which is really this. He says, show me a weakness and I see a journey towards strength. Now, we can really take a leaf out of his book here. We can really say that is having a belly and being overweight a weakness? Yes, it is. Let's see if we can change our lives around and inspire other people to do the same thing. Now, I'm not saying these two mindsets are right or wrong, black or white. What I'm saying is make an observation on yourself and then choose the direction you want to walk towards. The choice is really yours.